What's good, everyone? Today, we're diving deep into Big Dogs by Hanumankind and Kalmi, a track that hits harder than a midnight reality check. This isn't your average flex anthem. It's a raw blueprint of hustle, loyalty, and southern hip hop grit. From street philosophy to unapologetic bravado, every bar packs a punch. So, whether you're here for the flows, the game, or just to decode the mindset, strap in. We're dissecting verses, decoding metaphors, and uncovering what makes this track a certified hood classic. The first verse of Big Dogs sets the tone for the song, blending themes of confidence, street life, and legacy. The opening lines, "Wait a minute, get it how you live it, 10 toes in when we standing on business," suggest a no-nonsense attitude. 10 toes in is slang for being fully committed, especially in high-stakes situations. The artist is saying they don't back down when it comes to handling their affairs, whether in business, life, or the streets. The next lines, "I'm a big stepper, underground methods, top notch, get the most, not the lesser," reinforce the idea of moving with power and discretion. Big stepper implies someone who commands respect, while underground methods hints at operating outside conventional systems, possibly referring to hustling or independent success. The mention of top notch, getting the most, could be about rewarding loyalty or quality, whether in relationships or business partnerships. The verse then shifts to a reflection on influence and legacy, pushing culture, baby, got that product you can't measure, suggests the artist sees themselves as a trend setter, creating something valuable beyond just material wealth, perhaps music, lifestyle, or mindsets. The reference to Project Pat, a Memphis rap legend, while driving reinforces their connection to Southern hip hop culture and its gritty, unapologetic roots. The lines about money, loyalty, and cutting off those who don't deserve it, "we gon' cut 'em off," highlight a street mentality. Success is shared, but only with the right people. The mention of the barber keeping him looking proper contrasts with getting faded on that top grade, blending professionalism with indulgence. The warning, "no, you ain't walking out alive smoking what we on," could mean their lifestyle, or possibly their product, is not for the weak. The most introspective part comes with the lines about death and legacy. Instead of a traditional burial, the artist wants his ashes poured into a river, symbolizing a continuous flow, just like his influence, the flow about to carry on. He rejects the idea of immortality as a myth, but believes his impact will live through his Southern family, whether that's his crew, fans, or cultural movement. The verse ends with a declaration of greatness, implying his legacy will surpass anything ordinary. Overall, this verse mixes bravado with deeper thoughts on legacy, loyalty, and the hustle. It's about staying true to oneself, handling business, and leaving a mark that outlasts physical life. The chorus serves as a defiant, self assured anthem that reinforces the song's themes of confidence, independence, and disregard for outside opinions. The repeated questions, "how you be like this," and "how you live like this," suggest that people are curious or even critical of the artist's lifestyle. Instead of explaining himself, he dismisses their concerns with a blunt, "why you worried about it? Get up off my." This line is a direct rejection of anyone trying to judge or interfere with his success. It's a common hip hop trope to brush off haters, but here it's delivered with a mix of aggression and nonchalance, emphasizing that he doesn't need validation. The next lines, Get up out the way, what you think this is. Further drive home the idea that he's not here to entertain doubters. He's focused on his own path, and anyone questioning him is just an obstacle. The phrase, watch me skirt the whip, a reference to speeding off in a car, symbolizes moving forward quickly, leaving negativity behind. The repetition of the chorus makes it feel like a mantra, a way of asserting dominance and reinforcing that his success speaks for itself. The tone of the chorus is both boastful and dismissive, reflecting a mindset common in trap and southern hip hop. Unbothered by critics, fully confident in one's own grind. The use of as a general term for anyone wasting his time adds to the rebellious, no frills attitude. There's also an element of pride in being different. People may not understand his lifestyle, but he doesn't care to explain it. Instead, he'd rather keep pushing forward, making money, and living on his own terms. Overall, the chorus acts as both a celebration of success and a middle finger to anyone who doubts it. It's catchy, repetitive, and designed to be chanted, making it not just a lyrical statement, but a cultural one. The message is clear: mind your business, because he's too focused on winning to entertain negativity. Verse 2 builds on the song's themes of hustle, resilience, and street wisdom, but with a sharper focus on the unpredictability of life and the constant grind for success. The opening line, yeah, swervin', move into the money like it's urgent, sets the tone with a sense of relentless motion. Swervin' could literally mean driving fast, keeping with the song's car imagery, or metaphorically maneuvering through obstacles. The urgency highlights a life where financial survival isn't just a goal, it's a necessity. The next lines, hands on guy, so I'm in it like a surgeon. The skin color like the bourbon. Paint a vivid picture of precision and identity. Comparing himself to a surgeon suggests meticulousness in his craft, whether that's music, hustling, or both. The skin color like the bourbon line is a clever nod to both his complexion and possibly the richness of his lifestyle or struggles, tying personal identity to the broader themes of resilience and pride. The phrase worldwide sign that we face closed curtains adds a layer of fatalism. Despite success, there's an awareness of systemic barriers, closed curtains, hinting at limited opportunities or unseen oppression. The verse then shifts to a raw reflection on life's uncertainties. Out here, yo, nothing ever certain. Only thing that's promised is that promises are broken. This is a street hardened philosophy. Trust is fragile, and stability is an illusion. The line, only thing I'm breaking is her back with emotions, introduces a mix of hedonism and detachment, using sexual bravado to underscore a life lived on impulse, not promises. The second half of the verse blends nostalgia with defiance. In school, I used to fight the bullies. Now I'm fighting with the law. Guess some things don't leave you fully. Suggests a lifelong pattern of resistance. The battles just change form, from playground scraps to legal struggles, but the fighter's mentality remains. The reference to a bookie taking bets ties back to the song's gambling motives, framing life as a high stakes game where he's always calculating risks. The line, prophesies a prophet when you know what's coming next, reinforces this, painting the artist as someone who stays ahead because he understands the rules of the streets. The outro serves as both a victory lap and a mission statement, reinforcing the song's central themes of hustle, defiance, and unshakable focus. While it recycles some lines from verse 2, this repetition isn't lazy. It's intentional, hammering home the song's core ideas like a mantra. The recurring imagery of baby girl bring out the goodies, snuck it inside her hoodie, and turning up to boogie blends hedonism with street smarts, suggesting a lifestyle where pleasure and hustle coexist. The goodies could symbolize anything from money to contraband, but the key idea is discrete movement and celebration, a nod to surviving and thriving in environments where you have to move smart. The line, in school, I used to fight the bullies, now I'm fighting with the law, gets a second spotlight here, and its repetition is crucial. It's not just a throwaway bar, it's a reflection of a lifelong struggle against authority, whether it's childhood adversaries or systemic forces. The admission that some things don't leave you fully adds a layer of vulnerability. No matter how much success comes, the scars and habits of the past remain. This isn't regret, it's realism. The artist acknowledges that survival instincts don't just vanish because money starts flowing. The outro climax, Money on My Mind, We Gon Run It Up, is the ultimate distillation of the song's ethos. It's not just about having wealth, it's about the relentless pursuit of it. The lines, See what you gon' find, baby, push your luck. We been on the grind, we been getting up, are a taunt and a challenge. The implication? While others hesitate or doubt, the artist and his crew are already in motion. The dismissive, we ain't got the time for you bums is the final brush off, a door slammed on anyone not aligned with their grind.